played in the NBA? What have you made of it? Where has he gotten better? And is he someone who can help me in the series?
We're gonna have to have all hands on deck for the series. I mean, that's just when you're shorthanded. He's got to be ready. Nick will have to be ready. I think Bronny's improved a lot. I think we trust him. Um, you know, I, the shooting piece, I'm a believer in because of how well he shot it for the last 2 years in the G League. I know there was a stretch recently where he didn't shoot it well, and of course, he had a nice shooting game against Utah. He's improved a ton defensively in terms of his body positioning, both on and off ball, and then we want him to continue to evolve as a disruptive defender as well.
Welcome everybody to the Sports Culture, all things sports. It's Jay Bamfo, and we gotta talk about Bronny James. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So the NBA playoffs begin this weekend, and the Los Angeles Lakers will be underdogs when they take on the Houston Rockets in the first round. Now, we already know about their current roster situation. Their top two leading scorers, Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, are out due to injuries. So it only makes sense that the other players have to step up if the Lakers plan to compete with the Rockets. And that brings us to Bronny James. Now, we know the media will point out the historical milestone of LeBron James and Bronny playing together in the postseason. And I'll be the first to congratulate them on doing that. But I have to say this. If the Los Angeles Lakers have to rely on Bronny James to provide meaningful rotation minutes, and by rotation minutes, I'm talking 15 to 20 minutes per game in this series, then the dream of upsetting the Rockets in the playoffs is officially over. So I'm saying that because I don't think Bronny is ready for NBA playoff basketball. This season, Bronny has shown flashes of being a 3-and-D type player. Just with the eye test, he's a much better player this year than he was last year. But we also have to understand this as well. He's been extremely inconsistent. One night, he's hitting one or two threes and playing great defense with great confidence. In the next three games, he looks spooked and can't hit a shot to save his life. In the NBA playoffs, you can't be inconsistent. In the 7-game series against a Houston Rockets team that ranks near the top of the league in defensive efficiency, being inconsistent will have you riding the bench. Now, I think my biggest critique when it comes to Bronny is his ability to play good basketball when there is zero pressure. In the G League, a place where there is no defense and no pressure, Bronny looks like an all-star. And when he's with the Lakers in blowout situations, he always looks like a serviceable NBA role player. In those situations, Bronny looks loose, he finds his rhythm, his jumper looks fluid, and he tends to make the right basketball reads. But in high level situations where every possession matters, his production just dips. Just look at his last game versus the Utah Jazz. In that game, Bronny finished with 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting and 3 of 4 from 3. He looked like a good NBA level basketball player. But if you dig deeper, that game just didn't mean anything. The Jazz played all bench players, and the Lakers were locked into the 4th seed. When there's nothing at stake and no pressure, Bronny always tends to shine. Unfortunately, in the NBA playoffs, every moment is high pressure. I don't have confidence that we'll see a different Bronny James in this playoffs, and I'll be shocked if he played important minutes. Expecting a player who struggled to find a rhythm in February to suddenly anchor a backcourt in the playoffs is just not realistic. And look, if Bronny plays well in the playoffs, I'll be the first content creator to apologize. I just don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. But if I'm being honest, there is just too much evidence that points to Bronny not playing well in the playoffs. And like I said, all of this is based off of if Bronny plays 15 to 20 minutes. If he gets 5 minutes here, 2 minutes here, none of this even matters. Now, Coach JJ Redick said all hands on deck, but I'll be shocked to see huge minutes from Bronny James. Now, I know my opinion is not the end all be all, So y'all let me know in the comments. Will we see Bronny play significant minutes in the playoffs? And if so, will he even play well? Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.